Thanks for joining us. I'm Don Nelson. Here are your top headlines. It looks like a big change is coming to Boise. Voters in Boise and Caldwell went back to the polls today to weigh in on two high-profile runoff elections. Preliminary incomplete results show City Council President Lauren McLean running away with it. With 85 of 88 precincts counted Tuesday night, McLean won almost 66% of the vote, with incumbent Mayor Dave Beater taking just over 34%. Based on those early results, McLean won all but one precinct where she split 6 votes 50-50 with Beater. Beater already called McLean earlier in the evening to congratulate her. As we told you, McLean comfortably beat Beater and several other high-profile candidates, including ACHD Commission President Rebecca Arnold and former Boise Mayor Brent Coles in the general election back on November 5th, but she failed to receive the 50% plus one vote majority required by law to win the Boise mayor's race. She did that Tuesday night. And then over in Caldwell, a similar story, different twist. Former Republican State Senator John McGee facing off against Idaho Democratic Party Chairman Evangeline Beachler for a seat on the Caldwell City Council. And with all the votes counted, McGee is celebrating a comfortable victory. Unofficial results putting him up 61% to Beachler's 39%. The elephant in the room in this election for many was McGee's troubled past. As we reported, he was forced to resign back in 2012 after a very public DUI charge and subsequent sexual harassment accusations, after which he pleaded guilty to disturbing the peace. We spoke with McGee briefly after the final results came down. He says the voters have spoken.
They want to talk about Caldwell's future and what we're going to continue to do for the future of Caldwell. So Hannah and I were just really humble and grateful that they elected us in such overwhelming fashion.
In her concession statement, Beachler alluded to McGee's past, writing that she wants to make sure all of Caldwell's voices are heard, and, quote, "We also hope that Mr. McGee will honor the second chance that the majority of voters who participated in this runoff have given him. We urge him to go above and beyond the call of duty in order to best represent those who live here, those who have been harmed by this election, and those who currently do not feel safe with his return to elected leadership." As we told you, McGee also came out on top in the November 5th election with 39% of the vote and was officially declared the winner over Beachler and incumbent Chuck Static, with Beachler edging Static for second place by just 0.3%. But a review of city ordinance revealed that candidates must have a majority of votes to win. That's 50% plus one. And even though for years the city has awarded elections to whoever had the most votes, even if it was less than 50%, the Idaho JAG and Secretary of State's offices confirmed that the language requires a majority. Beachler requested a runoff. Static opted not to request a recount. And in the end, the voters decided, and we're right back where we started.
Now, Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval with the On Your Side forecast.
Taking a look at the overnight forecast, temperatures have been hovering in the mid-30s. Will stay just above freezing during the morning, but there is fog. We've got an air stagnation advisory and likely dense fog around the Treasure Valley in the morning in pockets. So when you're driving, even though you say the visibility may look good, keep in mind you could have some dense fog that you run into as you go through the morning hours. This is the fog situation at 10 o'clock in the evening. Quarter-mile visibility in Caldwell, a 1/16 of a mile visibility basically in the Mountain Home area, while Boise's not so bad. So just keep that in mind. Those fog patches will be going back and forth. So fog forecast for the morning, 6 and 7 o'clock, the worst. Visibility is below a quarter mile in some places, as we just saw, then getting better as we head towards the latter part of the morning. And I've got a dense fog advisory, would say possible during the early morning hours, something to keep in mind. Extended forecast, not too much going on through Thursday, and even Friday morning could be fog, certainly Thursday morning. Wind picks up later Friday, getting warmer. Showers over the weekend. We'll have more on that. Another update coming up right here a little bit later tomorrow.